Hello there and welcome to the Yorkshire Stadium. It's May the 17th and as lockdown restrictions ease, we are here with Chris and Eric's big match and the Yorkshire Trophy. Now let's just take a look at the fixtures that are coming up in this first ever Yorkshire Trophy. So we have Brighouse Town against Penistone Church right here tonight. Group A also consists of Penistone Church against Wakefield, that's in 2 days' time. And then on Saturday, Wakefield will take on Brighouse Town. So in effect, each team will play each other once. Then in Group B, Golka United will play Liversedge. Then Golka United will play Nostell Miners Welfare. Then Liversedge will play Nostell Miners Welfare on Monday the 24th of May to conclude Group B. The semi-finals will both take place on Wednesday the 26th of May. And then the final will take place right here at the Yorkshire Stadium on Saturday the 29th of May here at Brighouse Town. So as we get ready for kick-off, I'm joined by the legend that is my son Eric Benson. Eric, but we're here and it's football. When was our last match? It was...
Wasn't it Liversedge versus Newcastle Benfield?
It was, and that was a great match. So if that lives up to this one...
Right now we're going to do our predictions for the semi-finals and the final really quickly. So like... Group A here, there's Brighouse Town, Penistone Church, that's the match we're at right now. We've got...
Wakefield's in this group as well.
Yeah, Wakefield. Those are the teams there. I think Brighouse are going to make it.
But do you think Brighouse are going to finish first or second in the group? Do you think they're going to get
first,
through?
and I think Wakefield are going to finish second.
Okay, for predictions, I think we're going to get a draw tonight. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
I think Brighouse are going to top the group. And I think Penistone Church are going to be second. I think that Brighouse are going to be back here in the final a week on Saturday against Liversedge. That's my prediction.
I've not made my prediction.
There you go,
yet.
just to get ahead of you.
So, my prediction for the match tonight, Brighouse Town versus Penistone Church. I'm going to go Penistone Church. I'm going to go for 2-0 to Brighouse Town.
Oh, hello.
What, you're getting on it?
Hello, guys, we're on YouTube.
Nice for the sun, actually, isn't it? Yeah.
Guys, this is Brighouse versus Penistone Church. Okay, predictions, guys.
Predictions? Oh, right.
I reckon
Yeah,
they're
we've
going
got, guys, we've got two men.
Oh, Craig first.
I think they're going to play football.
Craig, guys, if you want to check back on our the first game we did this season, Eccleshill versus Silsden in the FA Cup extra preliminary round.
He's like Guy Mowbray, isn't he?
Craig was with us then, and the second game went to Silsden versus Bootle in the FA Cup first qualifying round. Mark here was with us then. So, Craig, what's your prediction?
My prediction is a riot.
And what's yours, Mark?
I'm going to go 2-0 to Brighouse.
I think
Me
you're
too,
gonna.
I
I
said
think
that.
I think you're going to bring the God factor into it.
2-0
I think
Brighouse.
Penistone Church FC. I think you've got to bring the church factor into it. So I think it's going to be 2-0 to Penistone Church.
I think 1-1. 1-1. I think it's going to be
Mark,
1-1.
tell you something.
I wonder if I should bring back... Remember when we used to went to the Bradford City matches last year? You can check them out in Chris and Eric's big match, Bradford City. He made a playlist on that.
There is indeed a
But
playlist on YouTube.
we used to do, if you get the score right, you get a point.
We used to get 3
wonder-
points for a
should we
win
do
and
that?
a point for
Yeah.
a draw, I think. Maybe we should bring that back.
Maybe we should bring that back for next season.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I'm still not done. So 2-0 Brighouse Town tonight. So, Golka United, Liversedge and Nostell Miners Welfare are in Group B. I think it's going to be Liversedge and Golka going through. In the semi-finals, that means... And I think Golka will top it and Liversedge second.
And I'll just interrupt you there, Eric, because Brighouse have an early free kick just on this near side to where we're stood. The free kick goes in deep into the Penistone half. And for the moment it's cleared. It's going dark here already at the Yorkshire Stadium. I think they'll need the floodlights on in the second half. The ball deep into the corner. Can Brighouse do anything with this? Cleared for now. Anyway, back to you, Eric. So you're saying Brighouse Liversedge in the semi-final?
Yeah.
And I'm saying they'll meet in the final. That's interesting.
But it's really tough, Golka and Liversedge. I've not seen Goldcar play, but I have seen Liverpool loads of times.
Very good team.
Yeah, they are a really good team. But that could go either way, that group. But it's either Liverpool top or second. They're definitely going through.
And the thing is, a lot of these teams haven't played in a long time as well. This is
yeah.
So
that means in the semi-finals, it's Brighouse Town versus Liverpool for my predictions, and then there's Golcar United versus Wakefield. So I think, that's a terrible accent. Golcar United are going to win Wakefield and they're going to be in the final at Brighouse Town. We are going to that match too on Saturday the 29th of May. And
oh, what a great chance there for the home side. Brighouse Town was so close to scoring there. Eric, great opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
The light just starting to go here at the Yorkshire Payments Stadium. I think they'll definitely need to put 50p in the meter at half time, I think. But if you've just tuned in, Brighouse playing in orange, Penistone Church playing in blue, the Yorkshire Trophy. A great post-season tournament, and of course we all hope that the season will resume as normal in August as crowds are allowed back. The first day here in England that crowds are allowed back at football games, apart from of course the pilot scheme. Over 20,000 at the FA Cup final on Saturday, Chelsea and Leicester, which was great to see. And we had crowds, of course, at the World Snooker Championships. The ball's gone out. And in the meantime, I'd say at the moment, Brighouse have been the better team so far in this first half. It's a Penistone Church throw-in, just near to where we stood. Headed along, but then up into the air, and it's gone out again, just behind us. Here I have Mark and Craig, my friends with us, and Eric's come along as well. Eric was determined to climb over for the ball there, but in the meantime, Brighouse on the attack. Can they do anything with this? It's gone back towards the halfway line. The pitch is on a slope here. That's the only way to describe the pitch here, if you haven't been to the Yorkshire Payments Stadium. There's a definite hill, definite slope. In the meantime, Brighouse on the attack near to where we're playing again. It's gone out again for another throw-in. At the moment, I'd say Brighouse definitely have the edge. It looks like it's going to be a free kick for Brighouse Town, though. A win would certainly give them a good advantage to get to the semi-finals with only 2 group games.
Guys, literally, I nearly got
I'll be on in lovely memory of it.
Free kick. Just near us. Good crowd tonight. A very good crowd here. And after the wet weather recently, the rain is holding off at the moment. So let's see what happens with this. Can we get an early goal? A goal to settle the nerves, perhaps, after a while away from the game. In it goes. Nothing at the moment. But a reminder that these players haven't played competitively for a good while. Throwing comes in. Brighouse on the attack again. And again towards the middle of the pitch. And still goalless here. Still goalless. So it's going to be a Brighouse free kick coming in. In it goes. And it's Clark on the attack. And it's in! Javel Clark with a great goal. And it breaks the deadlock here. It is Brighouse Town 1, Penistone Church 0.
What a goal there! Oh my God, the keeper was never saving that.
Something for the crowd to celebrate after so long away. Can Brighouse get a second, though? That's the question. They certainly look like they're playing well enough too. As I said, the light is going. But 1-0 still at the moment. Anyway, back to you, Eric. More thoughts on the Yorkshire Trophy, please. You've been really analysing these games. Tell us a bit more.
Liverpool versus Brighouse will be really tough. But I honestly think Liversidge will win that, and Liversidge will win the final. Like I say there, Liversidge versus Golcar. Venta are going to be in the final, I think. In the group stage on tomorrow, they play, and that's Golcar United versus Liversidge. I think Golcar will win, and then in the final, Liversidge will top over them, and they'll get revenge.
Thanks, Eric. And of course, the Yorkshire Trophy, great to have, and great for the fans to be back. And of course, the final is going to be on the Saturday, the 29th of May. Get yourselves down here to Brighouse. But in the meantime, we have played here 33 minutes or so. The light is certainly starting to go. You can see the shadows on the pitch. I do suspect the floodlights will be on at half time. The minute's still goalless as it goes back to the Penistone keeper. But yeah, it's just great to see a crowd again. And of course, after so long, the last match that me and Eric went to was Liversidge against Newcastle Benfield just before Christmas. So it's great to be back here on the big match here on YouTube. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Plenty of matches from the 2020-2021 playlist. Have a look, and maybe you want us at your ground. If you do, get in touch. chriscbenson@hotmail.co.uk. It's over on the far side. Doesn't come to anything for Penistone though at the moment. A lot of play around the halfway line, and still 1-0. I'd say the crowd a little quiet tonight, but it's weird for them as well as perhaps for the players. The ball is with the Penistone keeper. Great little bar though, and snap bar here as well, which we will be definitely having a look at half time. I will report back on the Bovril. We're just near the dugouts on this side here at the Yorkshire Payment Stadium. But at the moment, 45 minutes I make it. I don't suspect we'll have long. I don't think we'll have much injury time here. Almost half time approaching. 1-0 to Brighouse against Penistone Church in this first Yorkshire Trophy match. Can we get a second goal before half time? It's cleared at the moment by the Penistone defence, who were only taken aback by that goal by Javel Clark earlier on. Penistone clear the ball down the line. Penistone just haven't quite found the feet yet here at Brighouse. Maybe in the second half things will go their way.
Half time now, an interesting first half indeed. And we wonder what was going to happen in the second half. But anyway, we're still at the Yorkshire Payment Stadium. I wonder if we'll get a chocolate bar right now. I'm up for it. Are you, Daddy?
I think we are. Let's go and find out. See for the second half. So, second half now, as we rejoin coverage, and we've queued at the snack bar, but we're about 24 minutes into the second half. This is the first thing.
Okay, everybody. We need to apologise. First of all, there was a massive queue when the first half started to get my chips and Bob Rolls for these freelance here. Did you have one?
No, I didn't have a Bovril.
No, I didn't want to drink.
Still 1-0 to Brighouse against Penistone Church. I have to say that the Bovril was lovely. £1 for a Bovril, which is absolutely wonderful. And I treated my son Eric to some chips, but very, very good snack bar and really reasonable as well. We're now just stood behind the goal to give you a bit of a different perspective. Different view here. You can see a lot of the crowd, a lot sat down there under the stand. But you can perhaps see the slope from this angle. Well, bearing in mind, a lot of people haven't seen live football in so long. It's a great crowd tonight at the Yorkshire Payment Stadium.
I reckon there might be people watching from their windows of their house nearby the Yorkshire Payment Stadium.
Don't forget, you can email chriscbenson@hotmail.co.uk. Maybe you want to invite us to your friendlies that are happening in the summer. I know there's a lot of friendlies being organised right now. If you want them covering on Chris and Eric's big match, get in touch. We will be there, won't we?
Yep, of course we will.
A lot of people were wondering how much it was to get in tonight, as Penistone Church are on the attack here in the Brighouse half, trying to get the ball towards us. It was £5 for an adult. It's gone out for a throw-in. In the meantime, it was £3 for Eric to get in, which is absolutely brilliant. Anyway, a bit of football tennis going on in the middle, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Just near the camera the ball came to them as the goalkeeper comes towards us. Hello! But great value. And some of the games in the Yorkshire Trophy you have to book in advance. You have to book online and get tickets. So please follow the clubs on social media for the full guidance. I know the games here at Brighouse, you can just turn up and pay on the gate, but obviously when the capacity's reached, they won't be letting anyone else in. But brilliant crowd, as we say. Anyway, in the meantime, Brighouse have the ball here in their own half. It reaches centre circle, clear upfield. Not been many chances in this second half. Still 1-0. And to my reckoning, I think we've played about 35 minutes of the second half here at the Yorkshire Payment Stadium. It's been great to have Eric with us. Here we have Penistone Church on the attack, and to no avail. Brighouse clear. There was no one to get the ball here on this side, and Brighouse clear. That was a great opportunity for Penistone. They should have done more with that, and Brighouse clear it down the left-hand side of the pitch here. It goes from one end to the other within about 10 seconds, and then Penistone get it back on the far side. A couple of headers. Brighouse get the ball back. But I tell you what, Penistone should have done definitely more with that. That could have been the equaliser for me. But still that solitary goal from the first half from Javel Clark that separates the two teams. And of course 3 points will be vital in this Yorkshire Trophy. Remember, there's 3 teams in each group. So a Brighouse win probably means that they'll reach the semi-finals. That's how important it is. In the meantime, play continues here. Down the pitch. The crowd nicely separated tonight. The bar's just behind me, and the snap bar's just behind me. The seating to the left of the camera. Brighouse retaining the ball in their own half. They have really defended well in this second half. It's a free kick. The referee stops play there. And I'm sure the players will be delighted more than anything that they've been able to resume football. And of course, Premier League games this week will also have a crowd, a percentage depending on their capacity. Goal kick for Brighouse. And I suspect about 5 minutes to go now in this one, and maybe 5 minutes including stoppages. There's not long left in this one if Penistone want to get back into it. Of course, a draw could just salvage their chances of reaching the semi-finals. Of course, one team goes out in the group stage. But play on. A header away, and that's going to go out. Yes, it's a throw-in. Nice view of the corner flag there, though. Good angle here at the Yorkshire Payment Stadium, and there's the crowd there. Very decent crowd. I wasn't sure what to expect tonight on this very first night that we can have, of course, crowds back in. And if you ever do come to a Brighouse Town game, they also have a commentary available on Brighouse Town Radio as well. They do cater for the fans here really, really well. And it's all over. Brighouse 1, Penistone 0. Final score.